What will pre-service teacher preparation in California look like in the 21st century? What role will technology play in the teaching and learning process in both the K-12 and higher education classroom? Across the country, more than 2 million K-12 teachers must be recruited in less than 10 years, and these future teachers need to be technology proficient. Recent state legislation in California responded to that need by mandating a major revision of the current requirements for teacher credentialing to include a more technology-infused curriculum and higher standards required for credentials. One consortium, conceived by a group of higher education institutions, state agencies, school districts, professional leadership organizations, and business partners, is uniquely positioned to respond to this call. That consortium is StarTEC. The California Commission on Teacher Credentialing, the California State Universities at Bakersfield, Fresno, and Chico, along with the University of California at Riverside, and the universities of San Francisco and Notre Dame de Namur, have formed the Staff Teacher and Restructured Technology Education Consortium, or StarTEC project. These partner institutions were chosen for their rich diversity, size of faculty, cultural representation, number of candidates served, current technology capacity and expertise, student-teacher supervision models, and credential program design. A Preparing Tomorrow's Teachers to Use Technology Catalyst grant has supported the development of institutional strategies for complying with California's new technology standard for teacher preparation programs at each of our distinct partner institutions. The StarTEC team has joined forces to develop well-prepared technology-proficient educators through developing leadership for systemic reform and sustaining the work of the project, inspiring both higher education faculty and classroom teachers to embed technology in their curriculum, utilizing the unit of practice model as a common language to describe lesson plan design, and modifying the UOP to better reflect teacher education pedagogy in the higher education classroom, and conducting action research by applying these new approaches to teaching through summer academies with public school students. StarTEC is developing statewide alliances among the 80 teacher preparation universities across the state, public schools, professional organizations, statewide agencies, and other PT3 grants to propagate these goals. The California Computer Using Educators Conferences provide opportunities for collaboration and sharing among these groups.
Well, the units of practice were really fun for me because I looked at it from how would teachers use this in the classroom. And since I'm not teaching in a classroom now, I wanted to adapt it so I could actually use it with my student teachers at a university level. So we took the same kind of components in those units of practice and adapted them to lesson plans that we would use as an instructor in a college class.
One of the things we sat and did as supervisors, we looked at our competency book and we looked at all the standards, and we took a look at how we would incorporate the kinds of things that Dr. Riley was teaching in his 320A class and the technology classes, and how we could put that into our course outlines. And we spent a lot of time taking those standards and saying, what exactly should all of us have in our course outlines that would meet the competencies, and then also to incorporate them into the course outline.
I'm a Vanguard teacher, which is selected teachers that get training, technology training within the district. And I submitted the unit of practice that my pre-service teacher and I worked on to that person, and it went on a CD-ROM that went out to all Vanguard teachers across the district.
And I thought all of the students in the class had taken wonderful ideas from the literary texts that they had been reading and were teaching in their own classrooms, and developed these imaginative technology things. What was wonderful about it is I just assigned it, and the kids all seemed to have the skills to put these things together, and to me it was a very thrilling experience to watch them in action.
We recognize that because of the differences in teacher education programs, no single model can serve the state's needs. Therefore, it is the goal of StarTEC to identify a range of models and promising practices that can effectively support systemic change in California's more than 200 teacher training programs. StarTEC wishes to thank the following partners: Apple, Teacher Universe, the Association of California School Administrators, Educational Systems Planning, Computer Using Educators, the Association of State Technology Using Teacher Educators, Inspiration, and Xerox PARC.